It's Ty. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. So, it's Sunday. So, let's go over what I read for the week. We have a few more this time than we did last time. So, let's get into it. Alright, so the first one was Hot Single Dad by Claire Kingsley. This is book 3 in her book boyfriend series. And this one, it was good, just like the other ones were. This one is about Caleb. Caleb has a little girl. I cannot think of her name at the moment. It might come to me. So anyway, Caleb's wife died when the baby was still very young. There was a car accident or whatever. And he's been through a string of nannies. And he is a trauma surgeon, so there are times that he gets called in and he has to have somebody there. Like I said, been through a string. The little girl is not good with change, I guess, or opening up to people, I guess, would be more accurate. She's very quiet, shy, and all this. So Caleb's in-laws, technically still in-laws, they feel that their daughter Linnea, I think is how you say her name, they were like, no, she just graduated college. She can come be the nanny until she gets her big break for a job. And he hasn't seen this girl since she was a teenager whenever his wife died. So there is an age gap there. So she comes to take care of the little girl, and right off the bat, we have chemistry. And then we have both of them kind of fighting against their feelings, and we're trying to see what's going to win, what's not going to win. But overall, there's plenty of humor, good heart in this book. It's got some steam, like a good amount, that it's not too little, it's not too much. It's a Claire Kingsley book. It's got what it needs. The only thing negative, I absolutely hated the mom. The mother-in-law, the mom, whatever you want to call her. She was not a likable character for me. But I liked everybody else. I just did not like that woman. She was just mean. But anyway, so that was the first one I read. Like I said, pretty good. You like Claire Kingsley, you like books with a HEA, with just enough steam to kind of nudge you in the right direction, pick up one of her books. So, the next book that I read was Unnatural Deeds by Sin Balog, I'm not sure how you say it. This book right here, it's a YA thriller. And this one, it's about secrets. Big secrets. And like whenever the reveal, like the twist, I was kind of shocked. I was like, huh? What? So anyway, this is about Victoria. She has issues fitting in at school. Like she just doesn't fit in there. She has a boyfriend named Andrew. He is homeschooled. And so when she gets home, like she sees her boyfriend, nothing at school. Well, she's always the last one in the alphabet. Her last name is Zell. So she knows, like, just sit in the back corner of a room if it's an alphabetized area. So anyway, this new kid shows up, Zachary Zimmerman. Yes, Zachary Zimmerman. So now he is the kid that sits at the back. And we learn a lot about Zachary as we go. He and Victoria become friends, maybe even a little bit more than friends. And soon, before you know it, she's like lying to everybody to kind of fit in with this guy. She's changing herself and all this. And then there's a huge thing that happens. So the police are involved, like all this stuff, and I don't know. They say, like this right here, they say like a PG-13 version of Gone Girl. But I really like this one. And like I said, the freaking twist that happened, that kind of just told you, when they told it to you, you were like, huh? Because I didn't believe it the whole time. But anyway, it was really good. Kept me on my toes. Like, I wanted to keep reading to see what's going to happen if the people who were getting questioned by the police, like, who... so good. Like, I really liked it. And considering that it's YA, it was an easy read, so absolutely like that one. And then the next one, this one made me giggle, but I absolutely hated the way they kind of wrapped up the ending. Like, it was almost like over. The ending was over. So this one right here, it's Mine by Courtney Cole. This is about Tessa and Lindsay. Tessa is married. She's been married for, I don't know, pretty much half her life to Ethan. Her and Ethan's been married. They have 3 children together. She's successful business person. He's successful. So you feel like it's the perfect marriage. Well, she goes, drops her kids off to her mom because her kids go, 2 of the kids went, the third one's in college. They go to their grandparents and they spend however many weeks there during the summer. So that's what she did. Well, when she gets home, she finds out that he's been cheating on her. Absolutely cheating on her. And so she does what any normal woman would do and is trying to confront her husband. Well, she's in the middle of a hurricane. Like, the hurricane just got there. Like, it was making, the bands were already coming in. So she has to batten down the hatches so that her windows don't break during the hurricane, etc. Well, he's not giving her the answers that she wants, so she has a bright idea. She's going to message this woman from her husband's iPad and invite her over. So that's what she does. She invites this woman over. She kind of puts this woman through hell, and it's great. It is great. But the woman kind of pushes back a little bit with some information that kind of throws you for a loop. But, like I say, it's really messed up that that's how she found out he, like, first off, messed up he cheating on her. Second, that's how she found out about it. But don't get me wrong, she handled it like she was about to handle it like a boss. But they realized there was some other stuff going on that they kind of agreed and chose a different course of action when it came to him. But overall, like, the way they settled, I wanted more. I wanted it to be horrible for the man, but it wasn't. He was, like, on a business trip in New York at the time, so, and plus he can't get a flight because there's a freaking hurricane at his house, so it's not like he can just come on into Florida and just wait. It's not happening. But I don't know, it's just the ending just really, it really made me mad, because I'm like, nobody is gonna say anything else. This is how we're gonna end it. But overall, up until the ending, I enjoyed this book. I wanted to see how far these women would go to fight over this man, to see who thinks they deserve him. And I'm sorry, he's cheating on you. He don't deserve either one of y'all, but that's besides the case. So yeah, liked it until the very end. How they settled it, did not like that. All right, so 2 more, then I'll let you guys go. So the next one I read was Hexes and Hot Flashes by Lisa Manifold, and this is book 1 of the Oracle of Winter. And this one is about Winter. She wakes up on her 45th birthday, like she's gonna have a good day. She's got stuff planned. Well, the next thing you know, the lawyer calls her and is like, I need you to sign off on this paperwork because her husband just died 6 months ago, I want to say, leaving her with her 3 children. They're grown. They're in their 20s. It's not like it's little children. So she's like, fine. She lets him come over. Next thing you know, she's finding out that the paperwork she's signing, it's not good for her because his policy is now split. She gets a percentage, so does his other family. He had a secret family. She had no clue. The other woman didn't know either. Like, it was a whole thing. Nobody. How do you just have a secret family? Children included. Like, no, sir. No, sir. So, anyway, so at that point, her birthday plans were just. She don't want nothing to do with that. Because, like, how would you feel if somebody came in and was like, you know, you're not going to get all of the inheritance because the other family's getting it. Excuse me? Excuse me? We've been married for how long? But that's besides the point. So she decides, you know what? She takes time for herself, and then she said, I'm done. I'm getting up. I'm getting dressed. She decides to go out, and she's going to have a good time by herself. She meets a man at a bar, and she's like, and it's the Indiana Jones kind of look like. I forget his name that she actually called him. But Indiana Jones, basically. He is a finder of things, an acquirer, I guess. So they go back to his hotel room. She feeling like a hot flash is coming on. So she excuses herself to the bathroom, like before anything can really happen. And when she comes out, the hotel room is destroyed. And the man is gone. Yes, he is gone. So now we have a police investigation because she was the last one to see this man. But anyway, so while she's in there, she finds like this piece of jewelry and stupid puts it on. And next thing you know, when she wakes up, she has a talking tattoo. She is now the Oracle, and she has to solve people's problems. But she has no idea what she's doing. So her first case is a shifter named Logan who needs help to know who he was before he is what he is now. Like, he doesn't remember his past or whatever. So she has to learn how to become an oracle because, like, she was chosen. She's got the thing in her skin. It talks to her in her head, and she's able to talk to the past oracle. Like, magic is there. She has no idea how to, like, do the job. So she has to figure all that out. So we get to go along on her journey on figuring out, like, do I even want to do this? Do I want to give it back? Like, what the case is. And then once she figures out what she wants to do, like, we have to help Logan. Like, she's trying to help him, but she's not sure she wants to be an oracle. There's some funny stuff in there. There's some little one-liners that kind of make you giggle. Just the whole storyline of, like, this 45-year-old woman wakes up and now she's the oracle and people are going to come to her for her help. But her best friend, oh my god, her best friend is hilarious. Like, I would take her best friend. So, we really didn't learn too much in the first book. It is a series. I don't know how many books are in this series, but I think the further we're going to get into it, like, the more exciting it's going to get. But for book one, it wasn't a bad introduction. Like, we kind of get the gist of it. So now we get to follow as she gets better and better at this. So, yeah. And then the last one. Ow, I just don't do that. I hurt myself. Until Death Do We Part by Fiona Davenport. This one is the couple that they both are secret spies. And they don't know that. So we have Alex Shaw, codenamed Justice, and we have Genevieve Shaw, codenamed Scarlet. They work in different divisions of, like, spy agency stuff. One is Alex is more like a retriever to get someone to answer, give him all the information he needs. She is I'm just going to put the one, you're done. Like, she's a sniper type situation. So they've been married for 4 years. And she thinks he's like this lawyer, contract person. And she is a art dealer. They have no idea. Well, all of a sudden they are getting sent the same case, but they don't know. Like, he tells her, hey, I'm going to this place. And she's like, oh, I have to fly out to this place. But they're really going to a different place and the same place. So they wind up figuring it out. They confront each other. And then they have to come to the decision of, okay, whose agency is going to win out? Are we going to outright kill this man? Or are we going to question this man? Or do I need to let my husband question him and then I kill him? Or do I just let it go and take the L on my side? But me, personally, I wouldn't just take the L. I'm too competitive when it comes to stuff like that. I'd probably sneak up and kill him while my husband was trying to find him, type situation. So anyway, at this point, they are working kind of together. It's very, very steamy of a book. Like, we got a lot of spiciness going on. It does give you the feeling of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know, that scene in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah. But, like, so much more in the bedroom. So much more. And we learn little tidbits and what was secrets and what they lied to each other about because of their jobs, because they had to. So, yeah, we get to learn. You get to see a different side of them when they're on the job versus when they're not. And just the way they love each other is amazing. Such a good book. It's short. It's not even that super long, but it's good. And I literally compared at the whole time I was reading, I was like, yeah, this is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I absolutely love Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was like the best tension on the screen. Like, it was just the best pick of characters there. So anyway, that's everything that I read this week. I have a couple of things I'm working on that I'm currently, reading through. I think I have an audio book started, I have a physical book started, and I have a digital book started. So I got quite a few books that I'm working through. So I guess we'll wait and see next week what I get finished. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.